Computer. All right. Hello, everyone. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to our Black History Month series with Brookline High School. Today, I'm very excited to interview Chris Brook. He is a videographer, and so I'm excited to learn about his journey, learn about his process, and get to know him a little bit more. So let's go ahead and kick it off. Chris, if you can tell us a little bit about yourself, tell us about your background, where you're from, where you grew up, just as a little bit about your background.
Yeah, I grew up in Boston. I lived in Roxbury pretty much all my life. But I traveled for school and things like that. About myself, in terms of the profession, I'm a videographer. I like to think that I'm creative. And people, sorry, I say a lot. I edit it out of my vlogs so much you wouldn't even notice, but
Actually a natural thing. So no
yeah,
way people do that a lot.
yeah. Well, as someone who records themselves, I bet you notice it a little bit more, and like you try to.
Especially when I'm like, if I'm speaking or anything, I'm like, don't say any at all. But it's very hard to get out of that, especially
Yeah.
when you're nervous sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm nervous, just so you guys know, I'm nervous. This is like my first interview for videography, so this is very special to me right now. I'm documenting.
Yes, love it. So did you go to school in Boston or did you go to school outside of Boston?
Yeah, so I went to school in Florida. I used to play basketball actually, and I went to school to play basketball in Florida. And that didn't work out long term, so I ended up coming back to Boston. I went to school in Boston for a little bit. I took a video editing class, I think like my sophomore year. Oh no, my freshman year. It was still my freshman year of college, and I hated it. I did not like video. It was the worst thing ever. But it kind of like got me started with videography because I had always made home movies and things like that, and we had like a class projects where they were like, all right, go home and create your own little video or something you did, and I would use like these home videos that I had from like me and my friends going on road trips or something like that. So I would like chop them up and put them on YouTube and bring them to the class. So that kind of like was where I got my whole like my first experience with YouTube. But yeah, I didn't go to school for videography. I actually dropped out of school. So I still plan to go back. I still plan to get my degree. Sorry about that.
No worries, no worries.
I still plan to get my degree. But I left school to pursue entrepreneurial endeavors.
Mm-hmm.
And videography was a part of it. I didn't realize at the time, but I was creating videos and content, and it took a while. It took about 10 years for me to realize, like, oh, I think I like making videos. So
I'm good at this.
yeah, honestly, to this day, I still don't feel like I'm good at it. Like people say it and I just accept it. But I genuinely just enjoy doing it. So that's why I think like I do a lot of video, and I'm always looking to create something new, and I've been hearing, oh, I see your stuff everywhere and you work so hard. It's like it doesn't feel like work at all. I just like to do it. So
I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, I was just gonna say, like, it just took me so long to realize I liked it because I didn't like it, just wasn't on my radar as something that I would do. Yeah.
So what other like entrepreneurial what were you doing at the same time as as videography when you kind of stumbled into it?
I was doing music at the time, cliche, and
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
no, nothing at all, nothing at all. That's a part of the brainwashing, to make you feel like there's something wrong with that. But nah, I did music. I played basketball. Like I did all the stuff that I enjoyed doing. And yeah, that was it. I was an artist at the time, so I balancing writing music and creating video. I
Mm-hmm.
felt like I put a lot of focus into the music part and didn't.
You were doing everything, writing your own music, recording,
Yeah,
making videos for it.
yeah. I used to be in the studio alone, and I would hit record in the booth and outside the booth and run inside the booth to record and come back out and edit it. Yeah, I used to do all that stuff.
Cool, cool, cool. I actually kind of stumbled, I was looking through your YouTube and I was stumbling backwards and seeing like some of the, maybe it wasn't even YouTube that I was looking at, but it was like some of your music. you know, that you made, and you know, some of the videos. So that was actually pretty cool to kind of see, just to see your progression. Um,
You don't notice it in the moment.
yeah, it's so funny. You never notice it in a moment and like you were saying, like you didn't realize that this was something that you liked. This was just something that you were doing to make your music pop more.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty cool. So that's how you got into it. What's your favorite part? What are some of your favorite things that you like to video or create?
So if you go to my Instagram, you'll see I love the superhero genre.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it just gets me going. Like that's my thing. If I didn't get paid to do videography, this is what I would be doing. Honestly, like I started to get paid because I was making these like superhero-y type of videos. So if you check my Instagram, I'm a superhero. I got superpowers. I can fly.
Hey,
Um, it is what it is. Like,
that chimney thing was really cool too. When you
thank
were,
you.
I can't remember what the video was, but you were in the chimney and you like,
Yeah.
I was like, this is some creative stuff. This is some creative stuff. I know I couldn't do it, so that's
I
pretty.
appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate it. I felt like, once I realized like I could fly, then I felt like, I'm gonna try everything. Wherever I am, if I get an idea, I could pull the camera out and just
And you
go.
carry your camera with you everywhere, pretty
Yeah,
much.
how I used to do that when I was a lot younger. When I was first getting onto YouTube, I would have a camera attached to my hand. And it was a lot smaller back. Yeah, one of the little like handheld like straps on it and all that. Like, yeah, I had one of those, and I would just have it in my back pocket all the time. But now I got this big old monster now, so I have to carry a backpack with me.
Nice, nice, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's something? Do you have any major influences when it comes to videography, or like what you create?
hmm I would say my right now my biggest influence is a YouTuber. His name is Casey Neistat,
Hmm.
and I love his work, love his content. He's a very inspirational, good guy. But a lot of the black filmmakers that we've grown up watching, the Spike Lees.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm thinking.
Ava DuVernay wasn't around when we were younger, but she's dope. She's super, super duper dope. Um, Ryan Coogler. Just a lot of these guys are. I think they're amazing to me.
Yeah, I love that we're starting to see. Obviously in before there were definitely black filmmakers and creators, but I like that now we're able to see them a little bit more and see their process and things like that. So yeah, I definitely agree. Where do you see yourself in the next 3 to 5 years when it comes to what you're doing? You have a vision?
That's a great question. I think I'm still mapping out a vision because it kind of went somewhere I didn't expect.
Mm-hmm.
So with none of this really being planned, I guess now I got to make a plan. So that's where I'm at right now. Is trying to figure
Trying
out
to
what.
make a plan.
Yeah. But
Nice, nice.
now the plan is just keep going. Keep
That's
going.
I mean that's the definitely the giving. Definitely keep going and keep pushing and trying different things. Um, how is like the video? I don't even know if this makes sense. Because I don't know that much about it, so I want to just get your take on it. But what's the scene like in Boston as far as like videographers? Do you guys have meetups or anything like that? Or
I couldn't tell
collaborate?
you. I couldn't tell you. I'm a hermit. I'm a like really just I'm in the lab. That's what we used to say when we are in the music world. But I'm like on the editing bay all the time, just editing videos all the time. Like I look up to take a breath and I go back to it. Like so.
All right.
Yeah, I don't really know. I'm not really connected to a lot of videographers, but there's a lot of dope videographers out here though. Like um, yeah, it's just a lot of guys out here that
Yeah,
are
I've
really
definitely seen a few.
yeah.
Is there something, maybe once COVID is over, do you foresee yourself doing more of those things?
Yeah, not against it at all. Of course, the COVID thing has me a little nervous about just meeting up with people and stuff like that. But yeah, I think that would be great. I think to even start a whole community of like content creators where you see it online now where you see like these big time content creators, they all are featured in each other's videos. So
Yeah, that
there's a
kind of
method
come
to the
together
madness.
and network with each other
Yeah.
and work with collaborate with each other.
Hmm.
Have you done any collaborations so far or no?
Yes, I've done a few in the past. Just in passing with people. I've done a few videos. I did a video with Hot Sauce. I don't know if you know who Hot Sauce is.
Radio, right?
Yes, she has
Radio.
her own radio station now. But back she was just doing a podcast at the time, and we did a couple superhero videos together. So that came out pretty cool. And yeah,
Nice.
over time, I just people here and there jump in, get a little cameo. Yeah.
Are there any collaborations you want to do in the future? I mean, whether it's local or like big dreams.
Yeah, I wanna work with everybody. I would love to have, like I want everyone to be featured on my YouTube channel. I want to be on everybody else's YouTube channel. I just want to create things, like especially universes when you can create something like that is all connected in some way, shape, or
Huh?
form. Like, I love that type of stuff. So I'm
Really
all
makes
about
the
it.
full
Yeah.
circle. Um, what's something I was going to ask you? Oh, what? So you said you spend a lot of your time editing.
Yeah.
Um, is
I got
there any like particular softwares or different equipment that you prefer or love to use?
Yeah, I use this app. It's actually an iPhone app called LumaFusion. Um, I love it because it can handle, like 4K video, like really high quality video, a lot of information. It doesn't really crash ever,
Mm-hmm.
and it has a lot of features in it that make it like that Apple friendly. It just works with your fingers. Everything just is
Make it
so easy to,
simple.
yeah. And I used to have Final Cut, Final Cut Pro, the cliche video editing apps and all that. And I hate rendering. I hate how long the process it takes to get these videos like off the computer and onto YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And when I found an app that works with my phone and I could just chop it up and throw it right on YouTube in a blink of an eye, it was just perfect for me. I'm a guerrilla style filmmaker, so everything has to be like
What does
fast.
that mean, guerrilla style?
Me, like right now, like me breaking out the camera and filming you right here, like and throwing this into a movie. Like it's
Uh,
not planned, it's not staged. Like it's just like I catch shots wherever I see it, and then I stitch it together.
carry a camera with you at all
Got a
times.
cat. You never know. You
You
never
never
know.
know. Guerrilla style, learn something new.
Guerrilla filmmakers, yeah.
Are you working on any projects right now?
Right now, I'm just focused on my vlog, um, Man of Real, which is a spinoff of Man of Steel, is
Hmm.
Superman kind of thing. But I call it Man of Real because I'm in the film, and I feel like it just ties in the whole videography superhero world, and it's like that's my playground right now. Whatever ideas I come up with, I try to put into my vlog, and yeah, that's my thing. Man of Real on my YouTube channel.
Man of Real, and so it's a vlog, so it's more like a series, like a show almost, right?
Yeah, it's like a show. I do short films, and I did one short film that was kind of like, so I stopped doing YouTube videos for a long time, and I kind of made like this little short film reintroduction as I came back to YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And the series is like a spinoff from that movie now. So
Okay,
I try to keep it along the lines of a cinematic kind of theme on my YouTube channel.
keeping it consistent.
I try, yeah. They
I,
say bingeable content is the thing now, right?
yeah, it has to be bingeable and it has to catch people's eye. If it doesn't, then sorry.
Yeah. It has to be entertaining or educational. It's like you got to
Yes.
get something from it.
People have to get something from it, and you only have people for the first 5 to 10 seconds,
There you go.
and if it doesn't interest them or like you said, entertain or educate them, then I feel like you've definitely already lost them. But I mean, from what I've seen on your Instagram and what I've seen on your YouTube, definitely eye catching,
I
definitely.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, so what kind of advice would you give to a high school student or just anyone that's interested in becoming a videographer? What kind of advice would you give them?
Um, I would say do what feels right. I know it's cliche, but like I feel like if your heart is not in something, you're gonna burn out. If you don't genuinely like to do something, you're not gonna do it for very long. And just experiment, try different things until you find the thing that you like.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
My thing is, it's sometimes it's hard to, and this is just coming from my experience. Sometimes it's hard to tell from things that you're good at versus things that you actually like.
Right. Right. Right.
Any words on that?
Yeah. I think that takes soul searching. I think that takes time, and that you got to be honest with yourself. Everybody wants to be, the star, but sometimes being a star of your own show isn't anything, and being the sidekick to something else is like amazing. So, and I hate to use the word star versus sidekick. You know what I mean? It's just like there's
No,
not
I
really a
know what you
sidekick.
mean. More in the front
Role player.
facing and out there. Yeah.
Yeah, fill your role. If you do your role better than anybody else can do that role, like you're great. You're a legend. You're a goat. So
Right.
yeah.
I mean, I definitely know for myself, I can be in front, but I prefer to be like behind the scenes and just
Hmm.
getting things done. But
Hmm.
clearly, I'm here in the front. I'm front facing today.
Yeah, but I think about things like we talked about the directors at first, and like you said, you're able to see them a little bit more, and I think that's just the way the world is going, where it's like, yeah, my title is behind the scenes and all that, but if you're good at it, we're recognizing people for being good at what they're good at.
True. Whoa, okay. Paying attention, I got you.
Yeah, yeah.
So, speaking, we're doing this for Black History Month, and not just Black History Month because Black history is every day. But what does Black History and Black History Month mean to you?
That's a great
Or what does
question.
being Black mean to you?
That means everything to me right now. And Black History Month is more special to me nowadays than it ever has been.
Why is
Um, just with all the information that's circling around the internet and how we're just learning more and more about the truth of history and the origin of what life really is. And it's just like, wow, I was fooled for so long. I was
that?
tricked for so long, and I should be so proud of this thing. Like this is literally the greatest thing ever. This is the best thing ever. So now that's where my mind is now. Like I just want to celebrate. I want to push it to the forefront. I base my superhero powers around the African culture and all that. So I'm all about it. Yeah.
What kind of superhero powers are those? I want to know
Um,
about this part.
I'm glad you are, but I can't tell you because I'm trying to still play it out a little bit. But I did put out a scene. There is one scene that shows like how I got my superpowers. It's one of my short films. It's called The Airborne Chronicle, and it just shows like the night I got my superpowers, and it's pretty trippy.
That's on your YouTube, right?
It's on my YouTube. Yeah, it's on my YouTube.
Make sure y'all check that out. I'm gonna check that out too.
ChrisBrookFN.
Chris Book, yeah, and it's right there, Chris Book FN. And I definitely agree. I definitely agree about just like you were saying, just us becoming more knowledgeable about some of the things in history and learning our own history and trying to um, almost like retraining ourselves on
No, exactly.
self-acceptance, whether it's hair, whether it's culture, whatever it is, it's just kind of reverse training ourselves on the things that we were taught as kids.
Hmm. Yeah, and it's not easy. It's not easy. We
It,
got habits ingrained in us that it's like, why am I like this?
it's a work in progress, definitely. And I
Yeah.
had a friend who said something about, this, it almost feels like a Black renaissance, another Black renaissance, but obviously just in a different age. And I think social media has definitely helped push that.
Mhm.
Definitely has helped push that.
Definitely.
What is something, and this, it can be related to videography. What's something that you wish you would have known earlier?
Wow. Wow. So much.
What would you tell your younger self? What would you tell 18-year-old Chris or 17-year-old Chris?
uh, you were right the first time.
Hmm.
Yeah. I would like, don't second guess. You were right the first time.
On second guess. Now,
Yeah.
was it like outside influences that had you, or was
Oh,
it
yeah,
internal?
yeah, absolutely. When you, I think it's something that a lot of people don't understand, especially, you know, as you get older in life. It's like you start to experience more and more things and people and outside influences. They get stronger.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's easy to be yourself. I'm not gonna say it's easy, but it's not as tempting when you're younger to do things that you don't want to do, or put yourself in situations you normally wouldn't put yourself in, because you're a little more secure in yourself. But the world has a way of kind of tainting or jading you, and forcing you to kind of behave in a way you don't want to, or you naturally wouldn't. So I think that just staying true to yourself and sticking to your gut. Stick to your gut. Yeah, you were right the first time.
Yeah, these are lessons for me too.
Hey, if I can help.
Lessons for me too. I definitely agree. I think younger me was definitely more susceptible to outside influences,
Hmm.
and like you said, as you grow, you get more secure in yourself, and you know what you like, what you don't like, things that things that you'll do and
Yeah,
won't do.
it's like a wave. Like, it starts out, you're very confident in yourself, and then as like you get into the social world, like it gets tough, and then it's downhill. Like, all right, I got this. Like, I got this. Like, I know who I am. I
I
know
think
what I
that
want.
once you find yourself and know who you really really are, I think at 18 and just being in high school, you want to fit in, and you want to be a part of a social circle so much that you just kind of go with the flow, and that's when you lose yourself, and you find yourself um, doing things that you maybe didn't think you would be doing, or things.
Yeah, yeah. But it's how you grow. It's a growing experience.
Exactly. I don't regret anything that I've ever done. Everything is always a life lesson.
Hmm.
Everything is
Absolutely.
always a life lesson. Is there anything else that you want to tell us about yourself, or any projects, or videography, or anything else like that, or advice or anything?
Um, whew. Advice. I don't think I'm the best person to give advice, because I feel like I'm still learning as I go.
We all are.
Um,
Okay.
you know,
We all are.
and sometimes advice changes. You never know. Like, things happen. But I would just honestly just say, I want to emphasize just following your gut, just being who you are, and just being yourself at all times, no matter what room you're in, no matter who's standing around you, because you and being yourself, you get what's for you. And when you're pretending to be somebody else, you get what's for them. And sometimes, and you might not be built what's for them. So,
Woo.
you know,
Yes.
yeah.
You want to
So
get what's for you, kids. Get what's for you.
it was for you. You're gonna love it. You're gonna be like, oh, this is the bee's knees. It's my jam. Other than that, subscribe.
And we'll definitely put your YouTube in there. Oh yeah, if people want to, reach out to you about questions or anything like that, let us know where we can find you.
Yeah, everything on social media is ChrisBrookFN. It says it right there. ChrisBrookFN. On everything. I had TikTok, but I can't remember my TikTok password. So I'm on TikTok, but I don't post on TikTok. And I don't want to make a new one. So, you can follow me on TikTok, but I'm not going to post anything. But everything else, Chris Brook FN.
All right. It would be kind of cool to see you on TikTok though.
I don't even know what I would do on TikTok, honestly. I don't think
Like,
that's my.
I just see what these kids do with transitions and all these things. I'm
Yeah.
like, woo, you guys are. I don't have the brain capacity to learn another like app.
Yeah.
But it'll be cool.
Yeah.
All right, Chris. Well, thank you so much for sitting down and talking with me about what you do, your process, your journey. I'm really looking forward to seeing more from Man of Real. I'm definitely going to go check that out.
Appreciate it.
And we're looking forward to seeing what you do in the future.
Hey, thank you guys very much for having me be a part of your show. This is amazing. I just want you guys to know I've been looking forward to this for a while, and I'm happy that you guys picked me. Yay.
Yay.
Friendship.
All right. We thank you very much, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
I appreciate it. Thank you.